It is time now for Eyewitness News. Call 12 for action. Well, many of us have been there waiting for results from some medical tests that could change the rest of our lives. And we sometimes discover that waiting is the hardest part. But as problem solver Susan Hogan found, some new regulations could help shorten that wait time.
Now, if these new regulations actually do go through, the waiting time in some cases could be cut in half. After undergoing a biopsy and a lump in her neck, Debbie Phillips had to wait more than a week to get her results.
It really was torturous.
Under federal rules, doctors are required to share results within 30 days unless a patient is notified of extenuating circumstances.
If you get an X-ray, it's typically read the same day. But that doesn't mean that you will get those results the same day. If you have a test of a biopsy, it may be necessary that it needs to be processed in a very special way, which may take several days.
But what if several days become several months? Or what if you never hear? A recent study found up to 36% of test results were delayed as long as 90 days, or patients were never notified, including some with possible malignancies. Now the Department of Health and Human Services wants to make sure that doesn't happen. The agency is proposing a rule change that would mean labs would send results directly to the patient as soon as they're available.
There's a big movement to give patients access to more and more information. And on the whole, that can be a fantastic thing.
The advantage in that? Less wait time.
You don't want to be on a Friday evening not having heard about what your result is.
However, the lab work may be technical and confusing, so the American Medical Association wants a disclaimer attached to the results, along with a directive to discuss results with your physician to find out what they really mean. Psychologist Guy Montgomery agrees.
We want to be very careful that we don't send those patients into, a heightened level of anxiety when, that's not really appropriate.
The proposal is still under review with no date set yet for it to take effect. Meantime, Dr. Montgomery cautions patients not to let the waiting consume them.
Although it's natural to worry, let's make sure this is not interfering with things that you want to do in your life.
After 8 long days, Debbie's test results showed she needed immediate surgery. Even after that, she had to wait more. Now, these proposed changes to the federal regulations would actually override the existing laws in 20 states, although it could be several months, even years, until these new laws are implemented, if at all. And if you have a consumer problem you need help solving, contact our Call 12 for Action Center Monday through Thursday from 11 until 1. Our hotline is 228-1850. I'm problem solver Susan Hogan, Eyewitness News.